What's up, guys? It's Will here with A-List Audio, back with another video. Day 11 of the 14 beats in 14 days using the 14-day trial from sounds.com. I went ahead, I'm gonna just jump right into this video. I went ahead and found this sample. Haven't really done something on here that was like straight trap. It's kind of a bit experimental trap, kind of, I guess. You know, this one's still kind of sort of like that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really stick to those like pluck melodies that people like to do in trap a lot. I like to kind of have something that's somewhat melodic, so I'll probably end up adding who knows what to this. But let's go ahead and jump right into this and see what we can find as far as drums. Alright, so this is what I pretty much picked for that kick. I kind of found it pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. So the kick is basically, and then the snares, you know, fairly basic. So this is the actual drum pattern. Like I do on most of my videos, I'm gonna go ahead and pitch this down or try something else just to see what we can find as far as a secondary melody. Actually, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is just trying the halftime first. I like trying this now. I really like this plugin. Probably has a little bit more bass than I want, so I'll EQ that out. I'm not gonna take out too much of the bass because I do like the presence that it has as like a dark pad. So you gotta think like a little bit ahead. So this is probably gonna be for the verses with something on top of it, and then during the chorus it'll have both of them. Melody here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some reverb on it. I'm gonna get a little bit more into detail what I do. I usually run through this stuff fairly fast. I'm gonna add some reverb to this. I might even EQ it a little bit just to kind of not have that in the way of the vocal, just a little bit there, maybe 2.5 on it. Then I'm gonna add some reverb to kind of help with the delay or with the looping, since it's a loop. I'll add some reverb and some delay on it. I'm gonna go ahead and talk through a lot of the stuff that I do. I usually skip or run straight through this, but adding some reverb will pretty much, when it loops back around, it doesn't sound like it's cut. So, which isn't a terrible thing anyway. Sometimes the loop kind of, you know, it does sound good to have that just because it sounds like a sample. Sometimes with hip hop, you know, samples are dope. Take off some low end to this as well. Like almost to 200. Some delay. I'm not 100% sure if I like the halftime yet. See what it sounds like. You know, if I just go ahead and just knock it down an octave. Sometimes the halftime just doesn't sound good on everything you put on. For the most part, it does. And I'm going to go ahead and throw some tremolo on here just to kind of mess with it a little bit more. I like to, you know, mess with sound rather than just leaving it the first time what you hear. ready to go ahead and jump into that 808 though. The 808 is gonna drive this beat so hard. Sometimes if I can't find the melody for the 808 on my keyboard, I'll basically just play a simple melody and then I'll look for something to kind of mess around with stuff. So, you know, right now it just goes up. This is pretty much doing F. This is an F minor. So it just goes basically, it's just F the whole time. Alright, so this is what I got for the 808 so far. Couldn't come up with anything really crazy, but it's dope. It's just dark. It's super heavy. That's pretty much what I have for that. You know, I definitely need some type of melody on the top, and then I need some hi-hats, so I'm gonna look for that real quick. Here's the beauty of making music, is trying to find that sound. It's a little easier if you kind of sort of hear a sound in your head, and then you can kind of find one that sounds similar to it, and then mess with a little bit of just mess with like a finer preset that sounds like it, and then mess with it. But in my case, I'm not really good at making trap like that. I mean, I'm some people consider me really good at it, but it's really hard for me. I just don't really show that side much. But this is me taking, you know, trying to find a sound for it for me is tricky. Sound right here that I found so far. I'll add a tremolo to this, and then I'll make it go like left and right, just to see. Give it some movement. I like to send out my drums to a bus and then add the compressor that comes with Logic, just a standard compressor, and then inside their presets they have a drums. I've showed this in another video, but you know, I know not everybody watches every single video, but this one, you know, I had a little bit of this here. Second melody with that main melody, see how it sounds like with this halftime plugin. Sometimes changing the sound it sounds like a completely different melody. Might have to change where I'm getting a sound from to see if I can find something I'm not sure what I'm looking for, to be honest, but let's check. I gotta keep trying. One little trick, I'm here messing with this secondary melody, switching out the sounds and stuff, and I, like just thinking to myself, I'm like, man, sometimes I just kind of keep messing with it and messing with it and messing with EQ and just keep messing with sounds. Don't give up on the first thing you do to it. So I'm here on halftime. I'm switching up, the little presets that it has for the loop. And I'm just kind of messing with it until something stands out. And then if something sounds kind of cool, then I go and look for a different sound because I might not be pleased with the sound. So I keep searching, Taking this main melody and just kind of messing with it. So now it'll go dun, 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 and then at the end, dun, and see if I can find something that'll go or that'll sit in there really nice. It might not, it might. You never know. I've been going at this beat for a little bit trying to find something like with some... Seeing if I can find some vocal chops. So I heard something like... some weird sound effects. I'm like, let me look through some soundscapes. Sometimes you can go through soundscapes and like find something really cool. So don't forget about these. A lot of people forget about these. All right, so basically I hit one of those moments where you hit a wall and you're working on something for a little bit. It's not bad though. It's the first time I hit the wall in this, in this series, so it's not too bad. I guess with my other beats there were moments where I didn't hit the wall, but I just kind of got to the point where the majority of the beat was done, and then I figured I'd add something during the mix, which is basically what I'm gonna do now. But this is the first time that I'm kind of like, I really don't know what sound is missing. There's a sound I want to add, especially for the verses. I haven't found it yet, but so far this is what I have as far as the beat, and so I need one more thing that I'm gonna find eventually. But this is a good moment for you guys to know that sometimes you have to take a moment off. Don't sit there and work on the same beat for like 3 hours straight. And so you have to rest your ears and then come at it creatively again with a different state of mind. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'll take a break now. I'll go get something to drink, maybe watch some TV for a little bit, and then I'll come back. And then I'll listen to it with, a fresh set of ears. And that's always a very good thing to do when it comes to making beats or any type of production that you're working on. You want to take like a good 20 to 30 minute break whenever you're going for long spurts, especially if you're mixing and mastering albums and stuff. You want to rest your ears as much as possible because it does create like a tension, like a type of stress, and it does affect the way that you hear. So I would recommend that highly. But, so far I'm liking it. It's become a little bit closer to what I usually produce. I want to definitely make like a really real trap beat, but it never comes out like that. I still consider trap, but for me it's like experimental, melodic, ambient, dark synth kind of trap. So I like it. I'm not gonna hate on it. I like these types of beats if it's all a matter of just doing what you hear, like doing what you like. So I hope that you guys like it too. Like always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment sections, or if you have any recommendations as well, or any questions really, feel free. The comments, I don't get that many that often, but I'm still saying it just to form the habit. But make sure that you do that. Like it, subscribe, share it, whatever you want to do, man. I'm not begging for anybody to do anything, just kind of growing my channel. All right, peace.